also to the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, Capital Health System, the Revere Restaurant, Trenton Thunder, along with Team Toyota, the Hamilton Township Education Association, Saul Funeral Home is making portions of today's game possible, thanks to the Hamilton Township Division of Health, the Italian People's Bakery, the Hamilton Township Animal Shelter on hand for today's game. Thanks also to the Trentonian. This is the Trentonian pregame show. First pitch coming up as the Steinert Spartans get started in the playoffs here in Central Jersey Group 3. All right, here's the lineups.
Number 9, Mia Pope. Batting second, number 1, Bianca Walsh.
And Walsh also at second base.
Number 23, Sierra O'Neill.
O'Neill playing third.
Batting fourth, number 17, Izzy Benassi.
She'll be in the circle.
Batting fifth, number 88, Addison Hassan. Batting sixth, designated player, number 77, Katie Samanka. Batting seventh, number 15, Paige Schultz. Batting eighth, number 27, Abigail Mazer. Batting ninth, number 11, McKenna Spack. And playing right field, number 21, Gia DeMaglio.
All right, so that's the lineup for the Spartans for today's game. Steinert coming in 15 wins against 5 losses. They went 10-2 in CVC play. And taking on the Colonials, they went 7-13 this season, 7-7 in Shore B North action. And the first batter for the Colonials stepping up to the plate, Liv Edmonds, the catcher.
Number 7, Liv Edmonds.
Edmonds to be followed by Cisnicki, Abinanti, and Waite here in the first. Steinert Spartans have been on a roll. Got upended by Robbinsville in the Mercer County Tournament semi. As that pitch comes in from starting pitcher Izzy Benassi. Benassi now with a ball and a strike on Liv Edmonds, the catcher for the Colonials, getting today's game started. And that's in there for a strike. All right, so I'm recognizing that we may have to reposition our camera because we've got the batter basically standing right in our line of sight. And so we will be potentially making an adjustment here. One down. Liv Edmonds strikes out swinging to get this one started. And up to bat now, Cisnicki.
Number 13,
Lena Cisnicki, the shortstop. She's followed by Gianna Abinanti, the pitcher. And hang with us, I think we're going to try to make that adjustment between innings as we're here at Steinert High School. The Spartans, the 4 seed here in this Central Jersey Group 3 tournament. Freehold Borough, the 13 seed. That pitch comes in a little bit low, and actually that's going to get a called strike. Balls and strikes today called by Brian Lynch behind the plate. Tony Montervino is the umpire on the bases for today's playoff game. Fouled straight back by Cisnicki. A bunch of players, including Cisnicki, hitting right around the 400 clip for the Colonials. So they've gotten some offense this season, but haven't had enough consistent offense in order to get them the wins, and that's a strikeout looking. 2 up, 2 down. And Rich Fisher joining us.
I take it this wasn't a 4 o'clock start.
No, we just got underway.
What time?
Actually got underway a little early, as I think we were scheduled for a 3:45 start, and it's only 3:42 now. But we got the first 2 batters in the books, and at the plate, Gianna Abinanti swings and misses at that one.
And what did the first 2 batters do?
Liv Edmonds with a strikeout swinging, and Cisnicki was caught looking. here.
Thank you.
Benassi adding to her impressive strikeout totals. She comes into today's game. Let's see, what do I got here? Striking out 104. So she's got now 106 strikeouts on the season.
Well, Freehold Borough knows all around her because last year, I don't know if you talked about this already, she pitched that one hitter with 13 strikeouts against them.
Yeah, they got a win in the second round over Freehold Borough, right?
Yeah, the
2-1.
quarterfinals, yeah. And sorry I'm late, pal. I thought this was a 4 o'clock game.
Abernathy takes up high with the 1-2.
You're good.
And 2-2 count here to Abernathy. 104 strikeouts. That's impressive for Benassi, but she's only given up 24 walks this season. Swing and a miss, and she strikes out the side in order
That's a heck of a start.
to get this game going. Sets down the Colonials. No runs, no hits, nobody left on. Spartans stepping up to the plate here in NJSIAA Central Jersey Group 3 high school softball action. And today's game, of course, made possible by Saul Funeral Homes. And we thank Saul Funeral Homes for helping to make portions of today's game possible. Since 1899, proud to be part of your greater Hamilton Township community. Saul Funeral Home, a fourth-generation family-owned business that proudly supports our community and has guided families in Mercer County when they need it most. Well, I forgot we're going to make an adjustment. So let's step aside, and we'll be right back to Steinert High School for more high school softball on the WBCB Sports Network.
Welcome to the capital of neurosciences at Capitol Health. The human brain and spine are very complex, and treating them requires a hospital that offers a combination of technology and specialists that are united by a single defining purpose, putting you and your family at the center of exceptional care. From brain tumors and spinal disease to strokes and aneurysms, if it involves the brain and spine, there's only one Capitol Institute for Neurosciences, and it's at Capitol Health. To learn more, visit capitalneuro.org. That's capitalneuro.org. This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford, Subaru, or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good!
This is Angelo Weiner, your Mercer County prosecutor, and I'd like to take this opportunity to wish all of our Mercer County student athletes the best of luck, and also urge parents to stay involved in your children's school activities. Extracurricular events are a great way to keep your sons and daughters focused, and it does not have to be athletics. They can be involved with the drama club, the school band, even the debate team. An involved student today has a brighter future tomorrow. This message is brought to you by the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
1490 WBCB Levitan and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Back to Steinert High School, bottom of the first, Mia Pope at the plate, and we had to make a little adjustment with our camera thanks to Darnell.
Yes. Darnell said he wanted to be down here where the magic happens.
And big thanks to Aaron Bennett, who's our video engineer today. Yeah, the magic happens down here with you and me, Fish.
Oh, Pilgrim, I missed you, buddy. Glad to be back with you. Sorry I was late. I just assumed it was 4. I didn't even bother looking at the time. Guess
What?
I won't do that again.
Oh, you might.
Yeah,
You might.
I might. You're right. Well, we got Mia Pope up.
And this Spartan team red hot at the plate, and Mia Pope a big part of that. Pope, O'Neill, and Walsh all batting up near the 500 mark.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. 2
sophomores and 2 freshmen and a senior leading the way, which is kind of interesting in its own right. But let me tell you something. This team got off to they struggled early in the season.
That one's kind of in off the hands. A little pop-up that's going to land on the infield and allow Mia Pope to leg it out. She's got a base hit at first.
Now batting
There
for
was
the
no
Spartans,
shot they were going to
number
get her
1,
with her speed. The way that ball was going to hit the English that it had.
So that brings Bianca Walsh up to the plate. And the Spartans looking to strike early in this one.
Well, I'm sure Jen.
The runner is off, and the throw down. They knock it down, but the runner looking to go from second to third, and Pope steals second, and then on the overthrow picks up third base.
I thought that ball was headed for us for a second.
Look alive over here.
Yeah, going to have to.
We're ready for anything.
That's why Darnell came down to protect us.
Bianca Walsh now looking at an 0-1 count. Talking about the strikeout totals for the Spartans, Abernathy has 131 coming into today's game.
Now, did you get like complete stats for them? Because they didn't look too complete on NJ.com.
Oh, I thought they looked pretty good.
Oh, did they? Okay, I don't know. I couldn't tell. But
Look, I don't know. The players had about 50 at-bats. Is that, I mean, what do you think
yeah,
for a 20-game season?
Right. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, you're probably right. Their team ERA is really bad. It's like over 6.
Yeah, the starter with a 6.05 ERA, and that one drifts foul. A long run for Riley Turner, the left fielder, and she can't quite get there and make the play. So another chance for Bianca Walsh at the plate.
I mean, they're hitting, as a team, they're hitting like well over 300, but their pitching has been really questionable.
Fouled out of play. And yeah, Abernathy, you look at her line, 131 strikeouts, that's impressive, but she's walked 31 and given up 125 runs.
Yeah.
And that leads to that inflated ERA.
Yep.
Here's her 1-2, swing and a miss. And she gets Walsh. One down. Runner at third for Sierra O'Neill. And O'Neill,
Spartans, number 23.
she is
Sierra
sporting some impressive
O'Neill.
stats herself. Leads the team in hits, home runs, and RBIs.
Yeah, she's been. She's just a softball junkie. She loves the sport. Loves to watch it on videos and everything. And,
It's amazing how many games now you can have access to through ESPN and all the NCAA high school or softball that's out there pop up.
Oh.
And it's caught into the glove of Ruby Fogel,
Nice
the
play.
sophomore, with a nice grab over the shoulder for out number 2.
Yeah, real nice play.
Retires O'Neill
Batting
on
for
the foul
Spartans,
pop.
number 17.
And now up to bat
Benassi.
is Izzy Benassi.
And all of a sudden, Avenatti has a chance to get out of this mess. No damage. This Freehold team, I don't know how much you talked about them coming in, but they're on a 9-game losing streak. But did you see the records of the team? Their combined record of the 7 teams they played in that streak is 93-57.
Yeah, we didn't talk much about Freehold Borough, Rich, but I did get an opportunity to talk to their head coach, Mike D'Antoni, and he said one of the things they're trying to do is just improve the culture here and start kind of a winning
Which they've
approach.
done. They were terrible for many years, and got to the states last year. Gave Steinert a run before Steinert went off to the state final, and in that streak of 9 losses, 4 of those games were against St. John Vianney, one of the top teams in the state, and Manasquan. The combined record of those two is 38-9. So what that tells me is they lost those games, but they're ready. They're tournament tough. I mean, they've played very good teams coming into this, so Steinert's not going to intimidate them.
Benassi at the plate, the 3-0 in there. Looked like Benassi taking all the way, trying to get her way on with a walk. She's got Hassan in the on-deck circle. Bottom of the first here in Central Jersey Group 3 first round action. And that's a ground ball handled by Fogel at third. She'll throw across the diamond to her sister, and Benassi grounds out for the third out here in the first. So the Steinert Spartans, they do get a base runner, but no runs, 1 hit, and they leave a runner on base. We're through 1 inning of high school softball. No score between the Spartans and the Freehold Borough Colonials. And now we don't have to make a camera adjustment, so I can keep it right here and let everybody know
What is
about
your
Saul
scorecard?
Funeral Home.
Saul Funeral.
Since 1899, proud to be part of your greater Hamilton Township community, Saul Funeral Home. Saul Funeral Home, a fourth-generation family-owned business that proudly supports our community and has guided families in Mercer County when they need it the most. Their caring, dedicated, and compassionate staff is always ready to go above and beyond to bring you the closure you deserve while celebrating the unique life of your loved one. Visit their website, saulfuneralhomes.com. That's saulfuneralhomes.com. Saul Funeral Homes, proud to sponsor today's game, and they hope you're enjoying the action. And thanks also to the Hamilton Township Division of Health. They offer a variety of free services to keep you and your community healthy. It's important for everyone to stay up to date on recommended vaccines, whether you or a loved one needs an annual flu shot, a COVID-19 vaccine, or a pneumonia shot. Hamilton's Division of Health, ready to help. Are you or a loved one homebound? The division's caring nurses will bring your vaccine to you. For families that may be uninsured or underinsured, the division offers free routine vaccinations for kids. Most residents in Mercer County able to take advantage of the free and confidential STI and HIV testing clinic. The staff at the Hamilton Township Division of Health, experienced and proud to serve the Hamilton community. Visit hamiltonnj.com/health for more info. And also find out about their services and upcoming clinics and eligibility. That's hamiltonnj.com/health. Stay healthy, Hamilton. We go to the top of the second now. Back to work is Izzy Benassi.
She can't do much better than she did the first inning, that's for sure.
Struck them all out. 2 swinging and 1 looking. And now Maddie Waite, the right fielder, at the plate for the Colonials. Whiffs at the first one she sees. Looked a little late on that. Yeah, Benassi. Impressive strikeout numbers. Good strikeout to walk ratio. And her ERA, I think, was 1.47 coming into today's game.
Yeah, I got it here somewhere. Let me get this lineup figured out.
Yeah, that's what they had on NJ.com.
Yes.
Swing and a miss is.
Yeah, Melker's very good at getting everything up there, so you can count on that being good. My WBCB pen seems to be skipping on me here.
We got ink problems.
Yeah.
Foul ball out of play.
My usually reliable WBCB pen, so I don't know.
Well, if BCB is anything, it's reliable.
It's reliable.
As Benassi steps back on, ready to go, the 1-2. Got her. So that's 4 strikeouts for Benassi to start the game.
Well, this has got to lift Steinert just to see the way she's throwing right now. There you go, pal.
Up to bat for the Colonials is Ruby Fogel.
I'm happy to say I'm all caught up.
One of the 2 Fogel sisters.
Yeah.
And
So,
fouls the first one back.
What was this whole movement here with Darnell going from there to there? What was happening?
Well, when the batters are in the on-deck circle over here for the Colonials, as you see number 9 here popping out,
Oh, yeah.
it's blocking the plate.
Oh, no respect, Darnell. Don't they know who you are?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Foul ball on the 0-1. It's 0-2 count to Fogel.
Don't count on it. It's been 40 years. They don't know who I am either.
Now everyone knows who you are.
No. That's never a good thing.
Hanging out with Rich Fisher, Darnell Turner, Aaron Bennett with us today. And we're in the early going of this Central Jersey Group 3 high school softball game. A little change up from Benassi. That's wide to Fogel.
I'll tell you, I love this high school softball tournament. I absolutely love it. You see so many good teams, and so much good softball played, and it's exciting. It really is.
The 1-2 foul ball. And this starts the New Jersey bracket, but before that you got the Mercer County tournament bracket, and
Right.
That's always a lot of fun. And in that one, Steinert doing pretty good until they ran into Robbinsville.
Yeah, well,
in the semifinal of the MCT.
Yeah, Steinert, that's been the
1-2 popped up straight up. Looking for it is Hassan, and she loses it.
yeah. Steinert has not had it's been a little bit of a frustrating year for Steinert. I mean, they're 15-5, but they've struggled against the better competition. They lost to Notre Dame, which is ranked second in the state. They've also lost twice to Robbinsville. We were at that one, right? That Friday night game. They got to show that they can beat. Now's the time they got to start showing they can beat these good teams. And their history in the states.
That's just off the plate.
Their
outside.
history in the states, recent history, has been phenomenal. I mean, 4 state finals, and what was it, the last 7 or 8 years, and 2 state championships, a Tournament of Champions championship. I mean, this is a time when they've been coming up big. Let's see if they got a run in them.
Woo, pulled the string. Benassi strikes out Fogel, gets her swinging, and now she's got 5 straight strikeouts to start this game and brings Jules Manrique up to bat for the Colonials.
Yeah, it's one heck of a start, especially against a lineup like this that can really hit the ball.
Yeah, Jules Manrique, one of those batters that is hitting right around the 400 clip for the Colonials, but right now Benassi seems to have him figured. Off the end of the bat, foul for strike 1 to the Colonials center fielder. I mentioned Colonials trying to build up their culture. This is the 3rd year now that they've made it into the state bracket. This year was a tougher year than last. They had 13 wins last season, only picked up 7 victories this year.
All right. Well,
Dealing with some key injuries in the process. In there for a strike, and Benassi jumps in front of another batter.
that short conference is a meat grinder. I mean, it is just, you got Donovan Catholic and St. John Vianney and teams like Manasquan. I mean, they're just good teams.
Benassi's 0-2. She holds up, and they appeal down to our base umpire. Says, nah, she didn't offer. Seemed like the right call. Manrique's ready to go. Benassi fires it in there, strikes her out, and she strikes out the side in order again in the second. So 6 straight strikeouts to start the game for Izzy Benassi. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. Spartans get back to action at the plate. No score here in Central Jersey Group 3 high school softball action. And we'll step aside. Ooh, this is the 2nd inning. So I think we got to do our adoptable pet. Are you ready, Aaron? All right, Aaron, he's always ready.
Aaron's ready.
He's always ready. Today's game brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association, also the Hamilton Township Division of Health. But we want to talk a little bit about the Hamilton Township Animal Shelter. If you're looking for a loving pet to add to your family, consider visiting the Hamilton Township Animal Shelter. They're at 2100 Sylvan Avenue. And right now, let's meet today's adoptable pets of the game. First, Sheba, a 4-year-old spayed female, an energetic, playful gal, ready for fun and games. She's exuberant, high energy, and will benefit from an active family that can take her on hikes, excursions, that will sap some of that energy. She's instantly friendly when greeting new people, jumping up for attention and pets. She would benefit from some training so she learns how to greet people more politely. Sheba seems social and curious about other dogs, but also snarky, easily frustrated. She may be able to have dog friends if introduced properly, with gradual introductions and low-key playmates. And she would be best as the only dog in a household. That's our dog, Sheba. And now let's meet Lilith, a young, sweet, petite, curious kitty looking for a quiet home where she can feel secure and happy. She's lived with other kitties in her previous home but prefers to be a single kitty. She'll make a happy little housemate for a lucky adopter. The Hamilton Township Animal Shelter open Monday through Saturday from 10:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m., Thursdays until 7, and closed on Sundays. View more of their adoptable pets. Learn about volunteer opportunities and foster programs at hamiltonnj.com/animals shelter. And Hassan swinging at the first pitch that she sees. It fouls it straight back for strike 1 as we're back underway in the bottom of the second. I also could use some training for learning how to greet people politely. Right?
You're a lost cause.
Well, I was thinking what's the other one? It said you might be happier just to stay single.
Yeah.
That might reflect some of
Maybe some of your issues.
some of our broadcast participants today.
Oh, you're dragging us in on it, huh?
The 1-1. Well, I'm already hitched. I'm already married.
That's
so.
true. Well, I'm married and divorced, and now I'm back together again. Not hitched, but gotta watch my words. She watches our broadcasts.
A ball and 2 strikes to catcher Addison Hassan.
Blissfully cohabitating. Let's put it that way.
The 1-2 down low. The only thing that could make it better would be maybe Lilith. Do
Yes.
you have any pets?
No pets.
Oh, all right. Spice it up a little bit. We've got 2 cats. We adopted kind of during the pandemic and stuff, and that was a good move. Added a little fun to the household. 2-2 is up high.
Oh, yeah, I used to hate cats, and then I ended up having one sort of forced on me when I moved in with my wife before we were married, and I fell in love with it.
They're not so bad.
No, they're great. We ended up getting 2 more, and I absolutely fell in love with them. And when we lost them, I couldn't bring myself to get another one. I was so sad.
The payoff pitch is high, and Hassan works the walk.
Well, second time now, Steinert's gotten their leadoff runner on.
First time they stranded Pope at third.
77.
Yes.
Now we got Simonka.
Pope got all the way to third with no outs. And or did she steal that base after Wall struck out, or I think it was before Wall struck out, right?
Yeah, it was before the strikeout.
Yeah, so she was on third with no outs. And then strikeout, pop out, ground out. Steinert's got to take advantage.
Simonka and Schultz here in the inning for the Spartans. Abernathy down low, and looked like Hassan was thinking about running, but she stays at first. Defensively for the Colonials today, you got Fogel at first, Antonio at second, Cisnicki at short, and Juliet Fogel, the 2 sisters, at the corners. Juliet's at third, Ruby's at first, Turner, Manrique, and Waite in the outfield from left to right. And Edmonds doing the catching for Abernathy. Abernathy not only a key contributor in the circle for the Colonials, as that's fouled back to the screen, but she also leads the team in home runs and runs batted in.
Yeah, she's the real deal, all right.
Turns, fires the 1-2. Got her. Simonka kind of fooled by that one and goes fishing.
Now
There's one down for Paige Schultz.
15, Paige Schultz.
Former football coach Dan Caruso on the PA announcing here. Doing a fine job. Lots of enthusiasm in his announcements.
Building the atmosphere as that foul ball is taken by Ruby Fogel, and she catches the foul pop off the bat of Schultz. I thought that might be coming our way,
I did too.
but we're protected
For the
by
Spartans,
Fogel
number 27,
and
Abigail
Mazer now up the bat.
This is kind of eerie. First inning, Steiner gets leadoff person on. Abernathy gets a strikeout and a pop out. Second inning, leadoff on, strikeout, pop out. And then a ground out. Holy cow.
Grounder to short. Cisnicki
Talk about
throws
a pattern.
Mazer out. And yeah, after the leadoff runner gets aboard, Abernathy able to set him down in order from there.
Yeah, and the exact same sequence of outs. Strikeout, pop out, ground out.
So after 2 full, no runs, no hits, no errors in that inning. And we go to the third here in Central Jersey Group 3 softball action on WBCB. And we'll keep it right here. Let you know today's game brought to you by the Italian People's Bakery, proud to support high school sports on WBCB. Check out their signature location, 63 Butler Street, for the finest rolls, deli meats, and pastries. Drive by, smell the homemade bread made daily, or have them cater your next party or affair. The Italian People's Bakery, 63 Butler Street, the place to go for the best hoagies on Sundays and the finest dessert trays for your next get-together. 63 Butler Street in Chambersburg at the Italian People's Bakery since 1936. All right, I think I will step aside and return in just a moment for more high school softball here on WBCB.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation, and that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
The 7, 8, 9 batters for Freehold Borough appearing in the top of the third as Izzy Benassi has been masterful inside the circle for the Spartans, striking everybody out so far.
Leading off the third inning for the Colonials, number 11.
She's got a couple of batters she's caught looking, and
I have 5 swinging. I know she got Siznicki looking.
I thought Wait was a. I thought she Wait was a.
Yeah, it might have been. I didn't see that one. I heard you say got her, and I should have known if you said got her that was called. Yeah,
Now
4 swinging, 2 called.
Vogel takes a ball from Benassi, who winds and fires, and it's fouled off. 1-1 count to Vogel. D'Antonio and Turner to follow in the inning. Yeah, we mentioned earlier these two teams played last year in the second round of the Central Jersey Group 3 bracket. Spartans getting the better of the Colonials in a 2-1 game, but you look at what the Spartans have done since that Robbinsville game. I mean, the offense that they've had 18 runs against Hamilton West and 19 against Hightstown. I think you look at the start here, and for Freehold Borough, you're feeling like at least you're holding them down at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Well,
You can't like what's happening at the plate, but
that Hamilton game, I think they won it because they only beat Hamilton, I think 1-0 or 2-1 or something. And you know, Hamilton they merged this year, Hamilton Nottingham, and I'm sure Steinert was not happy about that result. And they came out with revenge. Now beating Hightstown, that sounds a pretty good team.
swing and a miss, and Vogel strikes out. So now 7 straight by way of strikeout, and up to bat is Liz D'Antonio, the daughter of the head coach of the Colonials.
I was just going to ask you that.
Mike's been with them for 3 years as their skipper. And we mentioned before, trying to build up the culture. And like you said, that can be easier said than done, fighting out of that Shore B North. A lot of good teams down there.
Yeah. It takes time, but I mean, you know, these guys have been progressing. Now, they regressed this year in terms of 1 loss, but you know what? If they get in, they qualify for the states. They're not even a 16 seed; they're like a 14 seed or a 13 seed. Yeah, and you know, if you can pocket a state win, then that's, you know, you got as far as last year, really.
And again, it doesn't happen overnight where you're trying to build a winning culture and create a program, a tradition.
Let's be honest. The only way it happens overnight is maybe at a non-public parochial school, where all of a sudden all these kids show up and you got a dynasty on your hands.
You get the transfers moving in. The 0-2, swing and a miss, and I think maybe D'Antonio might have tipped that one foul into the glove of Hassan, but it's a strikeout nonetheless. And 2 up, 2 down here in the third. And here is left fielder Riley Turner.
You know, it's interesting. We talked about the sequence with Steinert being the same: single, strikeout, pop out, ground out, and then walk, strikeout, pop out, ground out. Well, the sequence is the same for Freehold too, except it's all strikeout, strikeout, strikeout.
A bunt is dribbled foul by Turner.
That's a good idea. Try to
get some contact.
Yeah, exactly.
Again, for the Spartans defensively, you got Schultz at first, Walsh at second, Pope at shortstop, and O'Neill playing third. Mazer, Spack, and DeMeglio from left to right in the outfield. The 0-1, that's a bunt attempt. So strike 2 to Turner. And of course, Benassi in the circle. Hassan doing the catching today.
Yes, this is Becky.
The 0-2 to Turner. And she is caught looking. Riley Turner rung up for the third out in the third. And now Isabella Benassi has gone all the way through this Freehold Borough Colonial lineup, striking out everybody as she gets them in order once again in the third. Still scoreless in Central Jersey Group 3 action. First round game between the Spartans and the Colonials. And don't forget, if you miss any of the action here on WBCB, read about it in tomorrow's Trentonian. Outstanding local and national sports coverage that you can count on 7 days a week. It's all in the pages of the Trentonian. And who has the car inventory in Mercer and Bucks counties? The all-new Hyundai of Trenton. They have cars priced from $2,000 all the way up to $200,000 and everything in between. The all-new Hyundai models, pre-owned cars and SUVs from BMW, Audi, Cadillac, Ford, Chevy. Hyundai of Trenton, the inventory ready for immediate delivery. Hyundai of Trenton, the area's newest auto dealer, with cars in stock at 1655 North Olden Avenue in Ewing Township. All right, bottom of the third. And for the Spartans, it's going to be their 9-1-2 batters. So McKenna Spack is going to lead it off, and Spack, a very good 9-hole hitter.
Yep.
So she'll lead off the inning. And for Abernathy, she's got a couple of strikeouts today. And even though she allowed the leadoff batter to reach in both the first and second innings, she was able to bear down and retire the Spartans from there. Abernathy spinning the softball and now turns and fires. And misses a little bit off the plate to Spack.
Now,
Abernathy delivers that time. Oh, it looked like it was a little bit inside. Spack spun out of the way of it, but
Yeah.
it's called an inside strike. 1-1.
yes, it is. Now, our buddy Keith Noonan says he does not believe in the broadcaster's jinx.
I agree with him.
Okay, because I just tweeted out that Isabella Benassi has struck out her first 9 she's faced. So, let's see what happens when that first batter comes up the next inning. And you two scoffers.
Well, I don't agree in the about it, but I typically try to keep something like that quiet.
Well, hey, if you're not going to believe in it, then you blare it out. I do believe in it, and I'm worried about it, but I felt this was something that had to be told.
2-1 is sky high and goes back to the backstop.
And hey, you never, no, but seriously, you go through the lineup like that, but sometimes kids figure things out the first time through, and they make some adjustments the second time up. It just depends on how that pitcher is throwing.
Down low, ball 4 to Spack. She walks. So the Spartans get their leadoff runner aboard again, this time in the bottom of the third. And now to the top of the lineup they go. Here is Mia Pope, who started the game with a base hit. She stole a base and advanced on an overthrow to third, but was stranded there.
It's been like deja vu every inning.
Yes, it has. Yes, it has.
A pop-up bunt, and that's going to be a double play.
Holy cow. Wow.
Caught by Juliet Fogel at third. That's the out to get Pope, and McKenna Spack was off to second, and that was an easy second out as they throw back to first, and they get the double play. 2 down, bases empty for Walsh.
So much for the deja vu. We had the deja, but not the vu.
There's a glitch in the matrix somewhere.
First pitch strike to Walsh.
I like it. We get these young guys that give us this techno
The
stuff.
up-to-date lingo.
That's right, up-to-date jargon.
0-1 pitch. Skied foul and out of play.
Actually, the Matrix was a while ago, I think, but still new to me.
Yeah, that really is telling our age. That's,
Yeah.
that's current stuff for us.
Right.
20 years ago.
I still think the internet's new.
The 0-2. Lined foul, a few feet foul down the third baseline.
Well, Freehold got a pretty good group of fans coming out here down the left field line, and Steinert's got their typical group down the right field line and out in the outfield.
Well, Rich, we got a pretty nice day for it. Line drive just off the glove of Juliet Fogel, and Walsh with a line drive base hit.
Well, that makes that double play really big.
And brings Sierra O'Neill up to bat. O'Neill, we mentioned, leading the team in a few offensive categories.
Yep.
But so far, the Spartans still held scoreless.
Most notably, 33 RBIs. So, I mean, you take that double play.
Off the end of the bat, backhanded, but it was just foul.
You take that double play out, and if it was just a pop out, and you're looking at first and second, one out with the 33 RBI grow up. So that was huge.
You got this, 2-3. Come on.
And it was on a play where you hope you can get that bunt down.
Yep.
Just a miscue for the Spartans. Here's the 0-1.
Can't have miscues, not in the States.
Comes up high to O'Neill. A ball and a strike to her. How long has Melker been with the Spartans? I mean, we mentioned that Coach D'Antonio has been with Colonials for 3 years. A hard hit ground ball off of Sisnicki, and she's got no play. O'Neill gets the first, and Walsh moves up to second. And maybe that one would be E6.
I did not see it. The yellow stripe was in my way, so.
It was close. I mean, it was really a well-hit ball, but looked like there was a play to be made. Either way, first and second for the Spartans, and up to bat is Benassi.
I'm gonna ask Jed Melker if we get a chance. I don't think this would be the time to ask.
Yeah, but mentioned D'Antonio's been with the program for 3 years. I
Yeah,
mean, Melker talking about building a winning culture and all that stuff.
Well, she inherited a winning culture. I mean, she took over from Jeannie Rupert. She was the assistant, and I think this is Melk's 5th year, maybe or 6th. I don't know. I get confused because COVID was thrown in there.
The 1-0 to Benassi is high at the letters.
But she's a long-time participant in this program. She was a long-time assistant, and she knew she was the perfect replacement for Jean Rupert, without a doubt. And she's kept this program at the top of its game.
The 2-0 to Benassi in there. Benassi first time up, grounded to third. Now she's got 2 on, 2 down, bottom of the third. And could help her own cause. Here comes the 2-1.
Yep.
Popped up, out to center. Manrique over for it, and so is Turner, and they can't make the grab. It goes off the glove of Turner, and 2 runs will score for the Steinert Spartans. Into third goes Izzy Benassi, and it's 2-0 in the Central Jersey Group 3 first round.
Well, I can tell you for sure that that's an error. No doubt about that. Steiner getting a big break, a really big break there.
Addison Hassan.
And now
they'll take it.
Addison Hassan walked her first time up, and now she's ready to go.
Courtesy running for the pitcher.
That's 3 straight plays that arguably they should have had. Now it turns into 2 runs.
Yep.
Courtesy runner for the pitcher, Ellie Miller, now at third base.
This is reflective of Steinert's baseball game yesterday. They got against Neptune.
An 8-1 win, right?
It was 8-1, but they got their first 3. They got 5 of their runs came directly from errors. The first 3 were 3 errors were made, and Steinert capitalized with 3 runs, and the same thing's happening here.
Ball up a little bit. Hassan takes 2-0 count to her. Well, and you look, if you take that bunt double play out of the mix, an even bigger inning for the Spartans. This one's popped up in foul territory. Back to get it there, Ruby Fogel, and she catches another foul pop today.
She's over her shoulder again. She's mastered that play.
That's out number 3 in the bottom of the third. But the Steinert Spartans get 2 runs in the inning to take a 2-0 lead in this game. They get those 2 runs on 2 hits.
We think that may. Well, we're going to see what Steinert says on that.
That's in my book, so unofficial. But we are through 3 complete, and it's a 2-0 game in Central Jersey Group 3 softball action. And we'll be back here to Steinert in just a moment.
Hi, Paul Muller from Team Toyota. We know the car market's been crazy lately, and wait times for a new Toyota seem to only be getting longer. So why wait? Take advantage of a Toyota certified used vehicle right now. We have plenty of high-quality, low-mileage options in stock, ready to drive home today. And with our market value pricing system, we'll ensure you're getting the best deal possible based on current market conditions. Visit TeamToyotaLanghorne.com to shop, confirm availability, value your trade, and more.
Trenton Thunder Baseball is back for its 30th year. Big League Futures, Major League Fun. Trenton Thunder tickets are now available. Single game tickets, group plans, suite nights. Get your tickets now. For more information, visit TrentonThunder.com. That's TrentonThunder.com. Or call 609-394-3300. That's 609-394-3300. Post-game fireworks nights, pork roll Fridays, and dog welcome nights throughout the season. Trenton Thunder Baseball, Big League Futures, Major League Fun.
Today's game brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association. They want to take this opportunity to wish all of the students their best of luck throughout the school term. They're proud of you. This message brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association. And they have some summer camp opportunities coming up. You can learn more about the Hamilton Township School District Summer Camps 2023. Registration is open. Visit htsdnj.org to register. That's htsdnj.org to register for the Hamilton Township School District Summer Camps. And we thank them for making portions of today's game possible, as we are in the top of the 4th now in Central Jersey Group 3 high school softball action. And for the Freehold Borough Colonials, back to the top of the order for them, as Liv Edmonds is in there and takes a first pitch ball.
Well, the Steinert dugout agrees with Darnell completely. They ruled all 3 of those balls errors. So, 3 errors.
So they got 1 hit in that inning.
Yeah, no. They got the walk, then the double play, then they said the 3 straight balls were errors. Well, I'm trying to remember the one that Walsh hit.
Yeah, I thought that was a solid base hit, but I will trust
the RBI.
No. The first hit after the double play.
Oh no, that one went off.
That went off the glove.
Yeah,
that's right. The line drive off the glove. Okay. So we got 3 straight errors.
Meanwhile, at the plate, a 2-1 count to Edmonds. Struck out swinging her first trip and fouls this one back out of play.
Big at bat here for the broadcasters, Jinx.
Good point, Darnell. Darnell Turner hanging out with us, helping with the call of the game behind the camera. Aaron Bennett, our video engineer today, and we got Fish with us.
Hey.
Fishforscores.com.
No, that no longer exists.
No?
No, that hasn't been around for a while. There's another strikeout.
Another strikeout.
Twitter's still at Fish for Scores, but the website hasn't been around for years.
So that is 10 straight strikeouts for starting pitcher Izzy Benassi, and now she works to Siznicki, who she caught looking first time up.
What a start.
Yeah. I mean, this is pretty crazy.
Siznicki trying to just put that one in play with a little small ball, but it goes foul.
This is the kind of start you see when you get those D1 pitchers out there that are going to, like, Arizona or something, and they come out and strike out everybody.
Yeah, over on the other side of the river, one of the powers is North Penn, and they had an All-American player followed by like one of the top Division I recruits popped up sky high, calling for it. Making the grab is Sierra O'Neill, and there is the first non-strikeout put out today. Siznicki with the pop out.
That's kind of the broadcaster jinx. They made contact. Of course, I didn't really think she was going to strike out all 21 batters. So,
now, the way she was going, I thought there was a chance.
Yeah, okay.
As Gianna Abernanti now in the batter's box. A small chance, but
yeah, a
It was out there until you made that tweet. Said this is Duzzo.
That's right. Make sure you tell Noonan I screwed it up.
Low pitch here coming from Izzy Benassi. Fouled back by Abenanti.
Boy, and they don't seem like they're really on any of these swings. It seems like, you know, I don't want to say they're guessing. It just seems like they're just not on it, you know.
It's a good problem to have, Rich, but one issue with the defensive thing for Steinert is that you end up maybe
falling asleep a little.
Yeah, relaxing a bit. Popped up, looks like it's drifting foul. Over there for it, right fielder DeMeglio, but she runs out of room. She's right up against the fence and doesn't have a play. So Abenanti back to the box. One ball, 2 strikes to her.
I think so, but I think fielders get more relaxed when their pitchers walking people more than when they're striking out people. I think when they're striking out people, they're kind of fired up and into it. I guess we'll see if somebody hits the ball.
Benassi set, and that's a little bit low. Check swing by Abenanti. She was able to hold off.
Hey, tough with 2, let's go. Come on, 1-2, way back, hands back, take it.
Top of the 4th, high school softball coming your way. The winner advances to play on Friday in the 2nd round of this Central Jersey Group 3 bracket.
Yeah.
On a bounce, Pope goes off of her glove, and safe at first is Abenanti. And with the way they're keeping score over there, I got to say that's got to be an E6.
Yeah, that was right at her.
And it brings Maddie Waite up to bat. First base runner for Freehold Borough.
Yep. I mean, she hit that ball hard, but that's right at her. You got to make that play.
And a courtesy runner for the pitcher. That is Gianna Farinaccio.
Well, you were right on these names.
I'm just, I'm hoping for the best.
No, that's what the PA guy said. Dan Caruso said it. He's never wrong.
Foul ball that's back. Well, Dan, he's the man for all their high school football too, right? Does the PA?
No, he was the coach.
I'm getting him mixed up with somebody else, obviously. He was down on the field.
Yeah, he wasn't PAing on the field. He had a headphone on.
Late swing by Waite.
Mike Hastings was the football PA announcer and the basketball announcer. He's the girls' soccer coach. Maybe you're getting your coaches confused.
I'm thinking of Mike.
Yeah. Stinger.
But Dan Caruso, you have a headset on. I think.
Yeah, I got you.
You must be a broadcaster. Swing and a miss, and Waite strikes out. So 2 strikeouts in the inning for Benassi, and 1 runner reaches on an error, but she still keeps them scoreless. No runs, no hits, and 1 runner left on base. It's a 2-0 game in Central Jersey Group 3 action. Steinert in front of Freehold Borough. And we'll step aside and return in just a moment for more high school softball on the WBCB Sports Network.
This is Angelo Onifree, your Mercer County prosecutor, and I'd like to take this opportunity to wish all of our Mercer County student athletes the best of luck, and also urge parents to stay involved in your children's school activities. Extracurricular events are a great way to keep your sons and daughters focused, and it does not have to be athletics. They can be involved with the drama club, the school band, even the debate team. An involved student today has a brighter future tomorrow. This message is brought to you by the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
Welcome back to Steinert High School. We go to the bottom of the 4th and a 2-0 high school softball game. Spartans in front of the Colonials, and it's going to be Katie Simonka, Paige Schultz, and Abby Mazer scheduled to bat in this inning. Again, read about today's game in tomorrow's Trentonian. Outstanding local and national sports coverage that you can count on 7 days a week. It's all in the pages of the Trentonian. And thanks also to the Hamilton Township Education Association. Wishing all the players the best of luck.
77.
And They got their summer camps now open. You can learn more about camp opportunities at htsdnj.org. Simonka in there, offers at the first one, and the pop is caught.
What a catch.
By catcher Liv Edmonds.
I didn't see it, but I saw her go to her knees, and then I saw the guy in front of me pump his fist. That was a great catch.
And the ball wasn't popped up high either, so she had to get on that quick.
Yeah.
Darnell, I think you had the best view of that one.
Yeah, that was great concentration.
I didn't see her make that grab as Paige Schultz takes one right off the helmet. She's hit by the pitch and heads to first. And fortunately, it doesn't look like she is suffering any ill effects from that pitch off the dome.
Abigail Mazer.
And here is Mazer.
Darnell, how close was she to the fence when she got that?
She wasn't that close to the fence. It was like right behind the umpire.
Okay.
And she just had to make a quick read. It was great concentration to hold on to that ball. Like I said, it wasn't popped up too high where she had a lot of time to kind of focus where the ball was at.
Got those cat quick reflexes.
Yeah.
Tell you what, between Edmonds and Fogel down at first, they're hellacious on pop-ups.
Yeah, Fogel's been caught a couple over the shoulder at first.
Very calmly, too, very smoothly.
First time up, Mazer grounded to short. Takes down low, ball 2 from Abenanti.
You know, we mentioned how they come in here with on a 9-game losing streak, and I guess you kind of wonder, you know, we saw the defense kind of collapse in that last inning. Was that part of the problem? Has that been part of the problem with these guys?
The 2-0 in there for a strike. Well, and you look at the stats throughout the season, and you see batters hitting 400 and
but
2-1. You wonder why they didn't get the results they were looking for. But it is a mix of things, you know.
Yeah. Well, and you watch the way that Abenanti's throwing today, and you wonder how her ERA is so high.
3-1. Swinging strike there. Mazer goes for it, and the count runs full. And the one thing that Coach D'Antonio was talking about, they've had some offense, but just haven't been able to hit all together. That one goes between the legs of Cisnicki and safe all around for the Steinert Spartans. Mazer at first and Schultz up to second. And I got to say, that one might be another E.
I got to say here, I think you're right.
11, McKenna Spack.
And McKenna Spack, who walked her first time up, steps into the batter's box.
What do you
2-1,
think?
one down in the fourth.
What do you think, Darnell? Error?
Yeah, I think she had a chance to make a play on that ball.
All right.
A bunt attempt there goes foul.
Just like the previous inning, just not making the plays.
No, they're not.
Juliet Fogel pinched in at third. Looks like they're anticipating a possible bunt, and we did see Spack turn on that last pitch. The 0-2 this time swinging away, a big cut.
Yeah, she was going for the upper deck on that one.
Comes up empty and looking now at an 0-2 count.
Ooh, man. Put a number 3 on that back and call her Bryce Harper.
0-2 gets her looking. Caught the inside corner. And Spack is rung up for the second out in the fourth.
Number 9, Mia Pope.
Back to the top of the order, Mia Pope up to bat. Base hit her first time up, and she popped into a double play her last time. This is a line drive to left and goes off the glove of Riley Turner. She was there for it, but couldn't come up with the play. The play at the plate, the throw goes past Edmonds, and all the way to third base now is Mia Pope. So good base running by the Spartans, and another miscue in the field by the Colonials. Makes it now a 4-0 game.
You know, I feel bad I'm saying this for the second straight day. I'm feeling bad for the visiting pitcher in these games. They're not doing anything wrong, and they are just being betrayed by their defense. That was right in her glove, and I mean,
it popped right out. Yeah,
came right out. Yeah, and,
goes in, goes out, and now Walsh up to bat. Takes down low for ball one.
I mean, if you wanted to be really picky, and I'm not going to, you could probably have given an error on the catcher for missing that ball and allowing Pope to get the third. But you know what? That's splitting hairs at this point.
Yeah, even if she had caught that ball, she wasn't going to be able to get the runner. That's a base hit up the middle, and Mia Pope in to score on the Walsh RBI single. And it's now 5-0 Spartans.
Do you think Pope? I didn't think Pope was going to third until the ball got by the catcher, but maybe I was wrong. Either way, it's a moot point.
And I guess I'm talking about the play at the plate, even if that ball was caught.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about letting Pope get to third.
Gotcha. Up to bat now, Sierra O'Neill. She's 1 for 2 with the base hit and a run scored her last time up.
No, she got on an error. Remember?
Oh, error. I'm calling it a base hit.
Are you?
But nobody else is calling it a base hit, so
well,
I'll agree with everybody else.
I'm going to go with what Steinert's going, and because I got to put it in the paper. So
you're a follower.
Well, that's what they're the home team. They're going to call it in NJ.com, so it's going to appear as that way. So I want to be consistent with whatever Steinert's got.
No, you're doing the right thing.
Thank you. Thanks, Dad.
You just stick with it, Fish. You'll get there someday. Oh-2 at the plate. Here's the pitch to O'Neill. That's lined to left over the head of Turner and off the fence. Right there, Walsh had to wait a little bit to see if that ball was going to get caught in left, so she's only able to pick up one bag. She's at third, and Sierra O'Neill smacks a double.
Spartans, number 17.
Right,
no.
Did Walsh start at first?
I thought she was. Yes, she got the single.
Right. Okay, so she picks up 2 bags, and it's second and third for Izzy Benassi. And Benassi also put it in play, error out and left.
And now Steinert is hitting the ball. And you got to wonder if Abenani's just kind of deflated a little bit with what's been going on behind her.
Two down in the bottom of the fourth.
Yeah, back to what you were saying, Fish, it's kind of hard not to be a little deflated.
Yeah.
Even before that hit, she, had a lot of good pitches.
Here we go, kid.
Made a lot of throws that, maybe should have been outs, and they turned into runs and base runners.
The 1-1 popped straight up, but will drift out of play. No play for Edmonds. Gives it a look.
I mean, all 5 of these runs are unearned runs, so that's a tough way to pitch, especially when you're going against the state finalists. No, the previous year's state finalists, but you know what I mean.
Evidenti winds, fires down low to Benassi.
Yeah, when you're playing a team that knows how to win, you got to be able to play mistake-free baseball.
For sure. Yep.
2-2 count to Benassi. She's out there showing the bat. And there pulls it back. And takes a strike. Strikes out. They get her looking. And they finally retire the Spartans in the fourth. But the Spartans add 3 runs, making it a 5-0 game. They get those 3 runs. So Sierra O'Neill, was that a double? That's a double.
Yes, that's a double.
Is that the only hit in the inning then?
No, Walsh.
Gotcha,
2 hits,
okay.
yeah.
So 2 hits, 3 runs, 5-0 our score. Central Jersey Group 3 high school softball on WBCB. And, we'll keep it right here this time. Ooh, yeah. Next inning, we get to talk about our adoptable pet. But right now, I'll ask you, who's got the car inventory in Mercer and Bucks counties? It's the all-new Hyundai of Trenton. That's the answer. Cars priced from $2,000 to $200,000. Everything in between. The all-new Hyundai models. Pre-owned cars and SUVs from BMW, Audi, Cadillac, Ford, Chevy. Hyundai of Trenton. The inventory ready for immediate delivery. the area's newest auto dealer with cars in stock at 1655 North Olden Avenue in Ewing Township. Don't forget, if you miss any of the action here on WBCB, you can read about it tomorrow in the Trentonian, the only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's all in the pages of the Trentonian. And portions of today's game made possible by Saul Funeral Home since 1899. Proud to be a part of your greater Hamilton Township community. Saul Funeral Home, a fourth-generation family-owned business that proudly supports our community and has guided families in Mercer when they need it most. Their caring, dedicated, and compassionate staff is always ready to go above and beyond to bring you the closure you deserve while celebrating the unique life of your loved one. Visit their website, saulfuneralhomes.com. That's saulfuneralhomes.com. Saul Funeral Homes, proud to sponsor today's game, and they hope you're enjoying the action on WBCB. And again, a big thanks to Saul Funeral Homes. And after the game, we'll be joined by our Italian People's Bakery player of the game. The Italian People's Bakery, proud to support high school sports on WBCB. Check out their signature location, 63 Butler Street. Drive by, smell the homemade bread made daily. The Italian People's Bakery since 1936. Again, 63 Butler Street in Chambersburg. As Ruby Fogel out there to start the fifth.
Be aggressive.
Fogel, a strikeout victim, her first time up.
Not easy here, is it? Is it, Bill? Is it getting a good vantage point?
We're trying to see
you got the coach
through the third base coach.
We might have to let Darnell just take over the whole shebang. He's the only one that can see it all.
The 1-0 is out to center, but right at SPAC, and McKenna makes the play, makes the catch, and there's one out.
Did not move an inch. Well, they're starting to figure her out a little bit, getting on the ball.
Yeah, that was a Freehold Borough, just to see one play sent out to the outfield, got them lifted a little bit, and here's Manrique.
Yeah, I mean, prior to this, there were only two contacts where a pop out to third and an error to shortstop.
And there's a softly hit ground ball back to the circle. Benassi handles it, and it's a 1-3 put out for out number 2.
Now batting for the Colonials, number 11, Juliet Fogel.
Now up, Juliet Fogel. Top of the fifth here in Central Jersey Group 3 action. Winner gets to move on, play Friday.
Okay. Hey, be ready.
And for the loser, this is the end of the road.
Yes, it is. I don't know, you still allowed to play games if you have like a regular season game left to decide a conference championship or something? I don't know.
Good eye.
I guess so.
I don't see why you couldn't.
Yeah. I don't think it wouldn't really count for like your New Jersey.
No,
at that point,
it wouldn't be for like power points or anything. It would just be for, you know, just to get games in or.
The 1-1. Lined to center. This is deep into the gap and out of here. A home run for Juliet Fogel. A solo shot makes it 5-1, and that ball carried pretty well. I didn't think that was going to get out, but
absolutely, she launched that off the bat. Holy cow.
Fogel with the home run, and that's the first hit of the game for the Colonials.
Yep, and it was a big one.
So not only does that end the shutout bid, but also end what was a no-hitter through 4 2/3.
I did not bring that up, so I cannot be blamed.
And now at the plate is Liz D'Antonio. Well, no, they're still waiting for Liz. Here she comes.
Now batting for the Colonials, number 2.
Well, I mean,
took a little bit for that celebration. Colonials something to get excited about today.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, like we said, they went through the first time in the lineup. Maybe they saw some things and started to figure some things out because they're making contact here the second time through. And that one was
not sure where that one missed, but that's ball one, maybe a bit off the plate.
I mean,
tough to see from here. Look.
Yeah, it is. We're not in an angle to really
look like it was at a good height, but ball one to D'Antonio. That's off the plate. 2-0.
You look at this inning, I mean, Fogel, obviously with the home run, her sister Ruby, she gave out a pretty good ride out to center field.
Yeah, hit it right into the defense, but a long fly for the first out of the inning, and then with 2 down, Fogel goes deep and a called strike there to D'Antonio. Looks like she was waiting for Benassi to deliver a strike. She's seen that. Benassi winds, fires the 2-1. Misses up high.
Well, she has not walked the batter yet either, so.
Leg, let it go. Still 3-1. Got one to give.
Good hitters count for D'Antonio, but tough to deal with Benassi in the circle. Winds and fires and just take up high. Work a walk. It's one way to get yourself on base. D'Antonio walks, and with 2 down, she's at first for left fielder Riley Turner.
Now batting for the Colonials, number 8, Riley Turner.
So
yeah, for this Colonials team, Rich, that you said, what they've done this year, fight, battle. They haven't had as much success as they wanted, and you mentioned a losing streak, but throughout that they have played hard. A team that isn't prone to like quitting or giving up.
No, right, exactly, and we're seeing that now. I mean, look, the first time through the lineup, not one Colonial put their bat on the ball. The second time through, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the 8 batters have made contact, and the 6th has walked. So only 2 strikeouts the second time through. Well, we're almost the second time through. So, you know, they weren't just like awed by Benassi in the first time up. They were like, all right, let's see what we can do now.
And now Turner with her second shot up at the plate today. Turns, shows bunt.
Okay.
Pulls it back, and she offered at that one. Strike 1.
Tell you what, she gets on and Edmonds comes up. You got the top of the lineup. It could become interesting.
The 0-1 again, shows bunt. This time pulls it back. 1-1 count here to Turner. Yeah, and it still feels though, Rich, that Benassi is in total control of this game as she winds and fires, and that's bunted foul for strike 2.
I guess so. I mean, when she gave up that walk, that made me think, that's when a pitcher's starting to maybe lose a little focus, or, maybe it was just a glitch. We'll see. I mean, if she comes back here and gets a strikeout, then all is well for another inning.
And still staked to a 4-run advantage. Right. Swing and a miss late. Swing and miss as Riley Turner strikes out. And Freehold Borough, they get a run in the 5th. They get that run on 1 hit, a solo homer from Juliet Fogel, and they leave 1 runner on base. So now we're through 4.5 innings of high school softball, and it's a 5-1 game. The Steinert Spartans in front of the Freehold Borough Colonials. And want to let you know about our adoptable pets. Today's game brought to you by the Hamilton Township Animal Shelter. We thank them for their support of high school softball on WBCB. We got a lot of Hamilton Township groups with us. Hamilton Township Department of Health and the Hamilton Township Animal Shelter. If you're looking for a loving pet to add to your family, consider visiting the Hamilton Township Animal Shelter, 2100 Sylvan Avenue. And here are our adoptable pets of the game. Sheba, a 4-year-old spayed female, an energetic, playful gal ready for fun and games, exuberant and high energy, and Sheba will benefit from an active family that can take her on hikes and excursions that will sap her, get rid of some of that energy. She's instantly friendly when greeting new people, jumping up for attention and pets. Sheba would benefit from some training so she learns how to greet people more politely. Sheba seems social and curious about other dogs, and might do well with gradual introductions and low-key playmates. She would be the best dog as an only dog in your household. That is Sheba and Lilith, a young, sweet, petite, curious kitty, our feline adoptable pet looking for a quiet home where she can feel and happy. Lilith has lived with other kitties in her previous home, but prefers to be a single kitty. She'll make a happy little housemate for a lucky adopter. The first one, line drive, that is gloved by Cisnicki. The shortstop makes the catch and retires Hassan on one pitch and a line drive out.
All of a sudden, we're seeing a different team. You go from making errors and striking out to making really nice plays in the field.
I wasn't even done talking about Lilith, our adoptable pet. Hamilton Township Animal Shelter open Monday through Saturday, so you can go and stop in and see Sheba and Lilith. 10:30 a.m. to 3:30. Thursdays they're open till 7. They're closed on Sundays. View more of their adoptable pets and find out about volunteer opportunities, foster programs. HamiltonNJ.com/animal shelter.
No respect for you and Lilith. I don't care for that.
We should have said, hey, this is the adoptable pet segment of the game.
Yeah.
Can you hold up a little bit?
That's right.
1-1 count. Here to Simonka. I'm waiting for WBCB to get that kind of clout, Fish. Like you see the networks, right? When they have the basketball games and they have a commercial playing. There's no way they're going to start that game before the commercial is done and they're ready to come back to the broadcast.
That's right. We need, like, Billy will have to come out and stand out here and then point to us, like the producers point to us. Billy will point to everybody saying, all right, start it.
3-1.